Okay, stay with me here. Bruins fired Jim Montgomery. Blues fired Drew Bannister. And today, the Blackhawks fired Luke Richardson. Those three teams are arguably all better than the Preds. Why can't we make a coaching change? Maybe, just maybe, Trotz is waiting to give us this gift as a big old box wrapped full of some sort of boost and happiness for Christmas. That's gotta be the reason for the wait, right?
You ever just want to get down on one knee and thank the hockey gods upstairs that Phil Forsberg is a Nashville Predator?
Hey everybody, it's Jersey Guy. Hold my beer. Are you sure you want me here? Hat trick watch anybody? Is it maybe somewhere that we owe a massive debt to the hockey gods?
Again and again and again.
Feeling like a kid again, Johnny. Is happening? Is this happening? Is this happening? This isn't an ad for some dang cookie. I want a piece of that action. Well, you don't have to tell me twice.
What do you have to tell me that is going to make me feel positive? And
Maybe the Titans won't let us down on Thursday. Let's walk it off! Okay, on with Johnny's reaction video.
Redemption take you home.
Here we are again. Preds lose 3-0 to the Montreal Canadiens Thursday night inside the Bell Centre in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So grab a pen and paper if you want a reminder and want to keep track of where the Preds are overall through 27 games this season. The Preds have now lost 6 in a row, have been shut out 5 times this year in 18 of their 27 games this season. They have scored 2 or fewer goals, and they've only scored 1 power play goal in their last 5 games. The one plus I can think of off the top of my head is Justus Anuin in his Preds debut on the second half of a back-to-back after Preds played and lost in Toronto Wednesday night. He was solid, only allowing 2 goals and making 27 saves. This team showed no killer instinct from start to finish in this game when they fell behind 1-0 and then 2-0. At no point did I feel like they were going to claw back and climb back into this game. Ryan O'Reilly, who was hurt in a Toronto game, it was announced he's out with a lower body injury week to week. And did they sorely miss him in a face-off dot, with Montreal winning over 56% of the face-offs. Tommy Novak was scratched for this game, and rightfully so, because he is not playing anywhere near a top 6-4, much less a top 2 center. Well, there was another positive that I guess I can remark on, is that in the first period, that when the Habs took that bench minor for 2-minute men on the ice, I was watching the TSN feed, and they just assumed it was against the Preds, and I can't blame them because of how badly the bench handles line changes with this team. So I guess that's a win that they didn't take a bench minor all throughout this game. I do want to briefly comment on the Habs 5-on-3 that was earned after the Preds were on the power play when Sissons took the interference call near the end of the second. I know some in this fan base disagreed with it. I was okay with it. The clock is running down. Sissons doesn't need to make that hard of a hit to put the ref in the position to call it on him. And hey, it worked itself out because in the third period, the Preds got a 5-on-3 of their own and did absolutely nothing with it. So in the end, it all evened out. Time and time again, this team fails to show up in games when they need a goal the most. They signed 2 40-goal scorers who should not have had an immediate drop-off. They're not playing up to their caliber, and neither are the stars on this team. Preds lose another game. This road trip is going nowhere, and I don't expect anything different when they go into Ottawa on Saturday night in Hockey Night in Canada for us Preds fans who live up here in Canada. This fan base, rightfully so, has no belief in this team from the start of puck drop in the first period that this team will have any fight to win a game, much less claw back after they fall behind. And it's looking more and more like the players on this roster feel the very damn same. This front office can't even make the slightest tweak in form of a trade other than call-ups from Milwaukee. So what do they expect the fan base to feel? This fan base, I can tell on Facebook and on Twitter, is going crazy with frustration. It's good to know I'm not the only one. It's the same damn thing game to game. Same roster, not really sustainable tweaks to the lineup, and they're expecting different results. I've referenced this previous Preds season before, but for those who've missed it, before this year, the previous Preds' worst season was in their fifth year, the 2002-2003 year. Remember, that was the season where they called it the playoff pledge, that the Preds were going to make the playoffs or the season ticket base would get their increases refunded. Whoo, doozy did they have to pay. Well, through 27 games in the 2002-2003 season, keep in mind ties were still a thing, the Preds were 6-13-4-4. This year's team is currently on pace to beat any other season of Nashville Predators hockey, on pace to finish 21-43-18. Lastly, again, something positive. I want to thank my loyal viewers through 5+ seasons of Preds fan reaction videos who have stayed with me before this season through many of the highs, and so it seems this year is going to be hopefully the lowest of the low and not get worse than this. But I would also like to thank the many newcomers who over the last couple weeks have found this channel. Heck, from last night's loss to Toronto to this morning, I gained another 5 subscribers. I'm up over 420. Let's keep this going. I'm going to keep putting out these Preds fan reaction videos. My pain, this disastrous season, I guess means good content, which means more subscribers, which means I get eventually closer and closer, up and up and up, to eventually hitting 1,000 subscribers and more, and finally getting that sweet ad revenue. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it and it's keeping you from going crazy about this less than mediocre hockey team. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name and interact with me, and we'll help each other get through this deep emotional pain about the team that we love. Tell all your friends about Redemption. How bad can and will it get for the Preds this season? Let's wait and see up until Christmas and the second half to see just how bad it can get.